Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you an in-depth update on Hive. We're going to be looking at this from a fundamental perspective, essentially looking at what Hive actually is and what utility it offers as a project. And then we're going to be looking at it from a technical analysis perspective, looking at the chart, looking at price predictions, looking at how much money we could be making trading this asset over the coming months or so. Okay, now let's get straight into this video. If you guys are looking for an exchange quickly, go check out BitUnex. You can actually get cheaper fees using my link. All the links are in the description for that, and that is specific to the Crypto Chester community. Now, Hive. This has seen quite a big price surge in the last day or so. We've seen around a 50% move. Very, very bullish to see that, especially in this current market when Bitcoin's only going up a little bit. So let's really dive into actually what this is and how we can actually be profiting from this. So Hive is an open source blockchain. It's fast, it's scalable, it's powerful. It's basically a hard fork from Steam, okay? And this Steam was essentially a blockchain that was built specifically for essentially communities and developers and sort of the decentralized social media aspect of blockchain, which is what they're trying to achieve over on Steam. And there was a little bit of disagreement here from the Steam community and the owners, as far as I'm aware from what I've been researching here. And that essentially led to a hard fork. Now, a hard fork essentially means, guys, it's an event where a blockchain splits into two separate blockchains running parallel with each other. So they're still on the same blockchain, but they're running parallel to each other. So Steam has basically hosting capabilities, whereas Hive is basically running as a layer 2 base protocol, running as a layer 2 base protocol on the blockchain, but still benefiting from the common layer 1 blockchain sort of backbone, essentially, right? And that could mean like the security side of things, but we know layer 2s and what they sort of are there to achieve, and that's basically being faster, being more scalable, being cheaper, being more energy efficient, all these good things that we are seeing. Now, Hive is really sort of exploded recently, okay? And this has been launched by the Steam community itself. And the actual reasoning and what Hive is essentially trying to do, it's a social network. So the same sort of thing as Steam, but they have actually got a lot of apps and a lot of services for creators and for entrepreneurs and all these other good things to be hosting. Now, if we look at their general ecosystem at the moment, this is like they've got NFT games. They're tapping into the GameFi industry. They've got the social media aspect. They've got social media platforms, which is decentralized social media, which is obviously going to be a huge thing in the future, where creators will actually get paid from ad revenue and stuff like that for people engaging in their content, kind of like what X is doing at the moment, but on a bigger scale. Okay, they've got a lot of hosting of NFT. As I said, NFT games and also NFT sort of marketplaces as well. So there's a lot of apps and dApps and apps and loads of other things that are currently being built and used on a day-to-day basis in the Hive ecosystem. What is interesting to me right now with Hive is obviously we have seen a massive price surge in the last sort of day or so. 15% of the day. In the last 7 days, around 47% to the upside. We did see this obviously come up to around 66 cents. So we have seen a massive surge in the price. It is very bullish to see this, and it is pretty good, okay? So currently priced at around $283 million market cap with a price of around 56 cents, which, as I said, it is interesting to me because if we actually look at Steam itself, Steam's actually only at $141 million market cap with a price of around 29 cents. So essentially, Hive is overtaken Steam as even though it's being hosted on the Steam blockchain, it's actually overtaken them in terms of market cap, in terms of volume, and all this other stuff. So very interesting point of view there. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means Hive's doing very well and catching a lot more attention than Steam. Because if you actually look at Hive, you can see that it's got, as I said, a huge ecosystem of people building on it, and then also they've also got many different wallets that are that you can actually use Hive token and the Steam blockchain within those Web3 wallets in themselves, right? So yeah, a couple of wallets there. So it just basically just shows that the project itself is looking really good. Now, let's get into sort of the technical analysis side of things. Let's get into the chart and let's look at sort of how much money and what we can be doing to profit off a project like Hive. Okay, so currently, as I said, priced at 56 cents here. We have seen quite a lot of bullish momentum to the upside, obviously after the election result on the 5th of November there, seeing a lot of bullish momentum. We didn't really see the biggest pullback, okay? There wasn't a massive pullback like we have seen for the rest of the market, which is a bullish factor. Starting this week, we have seen a bit of a dump, but this is only 4 hours into this after seeing such an explosion to the upside. It's only natural that we do see a bit of a pullback. Now, let's sort of look at the daily and look at all-time highs for a second here, because this is super important. If we look at the all-time high for this asset, it's actually $3.38. If we look at the all-time high market cap for this asset, which is, again, a very important factor, guys, it actually topped up around $1 billion, okay? So near enough from our current market cap, you will be looking at around a 4x on your investment, just under a 4x, as a 4x would be $250 million market cap, not 283. But yeah, just under a 4x, looking pretty good. Don't worry about the supply being distributed, because you can see here they have got pretty much all of their circulating supply in circulation at this point in time, which is bullish. Doesn't affect the market cap, doesn't affect the price from any unlocking periods or any of that jazz. Okay, so that's a very bullish thing to see as well. Now let's talk about the current price action here on the daily. Okay, so you can see we do have an upward sloping parallel channel, two very obvious trend lines on the lower side and the upside in a parallel stance in themselves. This would create a measure move and a breakout zone looking something along the lines of this, and that consists of around 114% to the upside. Okay, so about 121 actually, maybe a little bit less, but yeah, roughly around 100%, which again, guys, is a 2x on your investment if this measure move is gonna basically be completed, and it's very likely that we do see this thing really take off. And to be already 4x below your all-time high from the previous run, a previous bull market in 2021, then it's actually very likely that we are going to see this 100% come into fruition very fast, especially seeing that 50% move in the current market over the new year when nothing is really moving that aggressively. Okay, so this is looking really good, guys. If you guys are looking to get into a Hive long position, go to BitUnex, as you do have a $5,500 worth of newcomer rewards to take advantage of. And as I said, guys, there is there is community fees, less community fees while trading futures through the Crypto Chester link. Okay, so go check them out. And also they are running a competition to win 2 BTC, which ends in a day and 19 hours. All the links for that are in the description, guys. Now, just quickly, if you are looking to enter this position, as I said, go do it on BitUnex. You will get cheaper fees and it'll be better for you there. But for me personally, I'm waiting. Okay, we have seen a massive move to the upside in the last sort of day or so. It was roughly around a 70% move. So only naturally, if you look at the other moves, guys, we have seen pretty aggressive corrections, not just in this chart pattern, but again through pretty much every single time we see a move to the upside, we do see somewhat of a sell-off to the downside on the chart. Okay, and what does that mean for us right now? It means that there is going to be a cooling off period through this pump. Ideally, okay, we might, if it starts to explode, hey ho, it is what it is. But right now, I don't really want to be risking. We can basically get a better entry right now. Okay, so the entry that I'm sort of looking for would potentially be around this sort of area. I'm ideally looking for basically a decent pullback to this this prior high, and then sort of consolidation around this sort of area, waiting for these MAs to come up as well. And once we see them come up, then we're going to be looking at another wave to the upside. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. Loads of wicks to the downside, loads of support being formed around this area, and then I'm going to be looking for a lovely juicy breakout entry. Let me know what you think in the comment section of Hive, and obviously this video as well. I'm dying to know, guys. Are you bullish on it? Do you think it's got a good utility? Do you think it's going to actually do well in the future? And what is your price prediction for Hive as well, guys? I want to see if you believe that we can get all the way back to that $1 billion market cap. Because if you look at this is actually in November of 2021, after the massive crash, this absolutely exploded, basically like a 3x to the upside. So we could be looking at something similar in the very near future. Okay, but yeah. That's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Again, drop your comments, drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and go trade on BitUnex for cheaper futures fees. Peace. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.